from the light. Secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Whispers echo in the darkened halls. Faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Hello, welcome back to Daphne's Case Files. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Hope everybody can hear me loud and clear. We're having a windstorm. It's like 50-mile-per-hour winds outside, you guys. I want to welcome you in. We will be going over this guy, Travis Turner. He's a very popular coach. Was a popular coach in Virginia. In Virginia, you guys. You're going to want to listen to this. This guy is a predator, has been a predator for a while now, and he is on the run. Another Travis, right? We had Travis Decker over in Washington. Now we have Travis Turner over here in Virginia. What is going on, you guys? I mean, different stories, but I find that ironic, right? So welcome in. I want to welcome in everybody. Hi, Jen. Good to see you. Wendy there too. Yeah, we're getting some kind of crazy storm. It got up to like 40 today. So the snow melted a little bit. And then it's just nuts. The weather is nuts. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm eating a candy cane. I have like 5 million of them here. Hey, Pam, good to see you. We've been having 30-mile winds all day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, same here. We all must be in the storm's path. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. Stay away from Chris and Travis now. Chris's and Travis's? Yeah, right? Right. And Daniels. We got to stay away from Daniels too. Pam, good to see you. Angel Wings. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Susan, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate you all for being here. This is a little bit of a different subject. Well, kind of. I try to cover a lot of different things on my channel. Yeah, you can't forget about that. Daniel, Andrea. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, we're going to come move down there with you, Deborah. Shorts and T-shirts, weather here. Sunny, sunny, sunny. I am jealous, jealous, jealous. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. So this is Travis, right? Popular coach. I'm going to go over a quick breakdown for you guys, right? So as of December 29th, which is today, Travis Turner, he's a missing 46-year-old former head coach at the Union High School in Virginia, right? He remains a missing fugitive, wanted on multiple felony charges. The timeline of disappearance, you guys, November 20th, 2025. So it was right before Thanksgiving. Travis was last seen walking into the woods near his home in Appalachia, Virginia, reportedly carrying a sidearm, right? I'm just going to say sidearm instead of the other word because YouTube's very sensitive. Now, we were told that a family member actually witnessed him going into the woods, and they told their attorney, is from what I heard. Now, it goes on to say Virginia State Police agents arrived at his home shortly after to speak with him as part of the investigation, but found him already gone. November 24th, authorities obtained 10 felony warrants for Travis Turner. 10 felony warrants, you guys. That's crazy. Including 5 counts of possession of child. I'm just going to say child P, right? I'm going to say the P. Child P. And 5 counts of using computer to solicit a minor. So you can kind of get at what we're talking about. Hi, Just Me. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. So this guy is, God, he's been doing this for a long time, you guys. Doing this for a long time. So as of December 2025, despite extensive searches involving canine units and federal agencies, Turner has not been located. This guy is still on the run, you guys. He could be even going up the Appalachian Mountains. Do you know how far the Appalachian Mountains go? They go all the way up to Canada. The Appalachian Mountains go all the way up to Canada. Could he be going up to Canada, you think, to get out of the United States? He would have to go, he would cut through New York, you guys. I live in the Appalachian Mountains here in New York. All he would have to, it would be so difficult. Like it was so difficult to find Travis Decker, right? It's crazy. It goes on to say, like, key case details. So he's fugitive status, obviously. Turner is officially considered a fugitive. The U.S. Marshals have they're offering a $5,000 reward, which I found that wasn't that much. Up to $5,000, right? For information leading to his capture. He left behind, check this out. He left his home without any essential items, including his car, wallet, cell phone, keys. I guess he wore contacts. He left those behind, no glasses, and all his daily medications. Do you guys think that he went off in the woods just like Travis Decker and, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, unalived himself? Yeah, no, you don't want him there in California. No, in Canada, excuse me. He has tons of connections. There is a railroad track behind his house. Someone could have picked him up. Man, if someone picked up this guy and is helping him, they need to be arrested for way more than being an accomplice, because this guy, what he's done is disgusting. I thought at first he offed him, but now that the U.S. Marshals are involved, I'm not sure. Yeah, because they're offering a reward. It's very tricky. So what he's done, Travis was placed on administrative leave and is no longer listed on the school's website, obviously, right? Listen to this. He was undefeated, guys. Undefeated football team continued their season under assistant coach, ultimately losing the state semifinals. Guys, that's crazy, right? So probably because of him, they probably lost their finals because they're stressed out that their coach was, and then some of the kids, right? Like, oh gosh, from all that stress, it's not their fault. It goes on to say, Turner's wife has urged him to come home and face the charges. You would think his wife would know something about this, but you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. The school board, local parents have expressed frustration over a lack of transparency from the Wise County School Board, which removed, public comment from its December 8th meeting agenda. I'm going to put the contact information here. So if anybody knows anything, say something. So this is the contact information. The Virginia State Police for contact. Hi, American Justice. Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like Travis Decker, right? Jen says our high school football team would have played them in the state finals if they had won we won the state title. Go Rams. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. It's really close to you guys. I know it's scary to have someone like this out roaming around, right? I want to go over some of this here, just a short bio, and then I want to take you over to a video. I've already pre-watched it, so there's no sensitive words for YouTube to get me. It goes on. It says a concerned parent blasted a Virginia school board for its alleged mishandling of the case of missing high school football coach Travis Turner. In an open letter posted on social media on Tuesday, December 9th, Stephen Murray responded after a Wise County school board did not allow public comment at their meeting the night before the group's first gathering since Turner, 46, disappeared on November 20th. It was the silence that I was met with that felt all too familiar, Murray wrote. We are dealing with two child predators in the last 2 years. Two, guys. They've had two in the last 2 years at their school. Are they not checking these freaking people? Are they not doing backgrounds on these freaking people, you guys? I don't understand it. How are they letting these freaking people get jobs out of school? You want to hear something really creepy, guys? Hi, Haley. Good to see you. 3 hours away. That's too close. Too close. Hope you're doing good, Miss Haley. Hi, Johnny. Good to see you. Hi, Miss Daphne's mods, ladies, gents listening. Very sad what we were dealing with. Absolutely very sad, Johnny. I agree. It's ridiculous. You know, my daughter, she attended school in Pennsylvania, right? College. And come to find out, like earlier this year, the janitor there, same thing, the janitor at her college, he was placing cameras in the girls' bathrooms, and lockers and watching. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. If my daughter's on any of those freaking videos, I will. It makes me so mad. I'm sorry. Are they not checking these people's backgrounds before they are put with children? It frustrates the shit out of me. It really does. Oh my gosh, it's so aggravating. It is sickening. Am I on a delay? Do you guys see me like kind of freezing up? Every time I look at myself in the camera, I seem delayed. Haley says, I'm okay, thanks. Had a bit of a grim day. I'm so sorry, Haley. I'm so sorry, honey. I hope you do better for the rest of the day. If you can try to take some time for yourself and just relax, take a hot bath if you can, and just let the stress wash off. Oh, that always helps me some, and just listen to some relaxing music. I do have a little bit of a delay. Oh, goodness gracious. It has to be the internet connection. The wires are like, you are a bit robotic, Daphne. LOL. Your camera, not you. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Yeah, I see myself freezing up in the camera. If you give me just a second, I'm going to refresh StreamYard. I think it is my internet though, because the wind's blowing so heavily outside. Give me just a second. I'm going to refresh. All right. There we go. I know it's the tab I was using. So let's get rid of that. It says the Yahoo tab was being really glitchy. I don't think they do background checks any place now because it's crazy. Even government housing is full of. I know. They need to do background checks. It's crazy. I'm in bed lushing myself with all the lovely moisturizers. Aw. You get some Bath and Body Works moisturizers. Those are my favorites. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. Well, they don't really moisturize the skin too well, but they smell so good. I got this one. It was like a cheap moisturizer. It was by Fruit of the Earth, it was called. And then they stopped. They stopped making it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Okay, you guys. So I want to play a video, and I've already watched this video, so it's already kind of like they crop out the words that are really sensitive on YouTube, and it'll give you a breakdown over what is going on here in this case. 1 second, you guys. So this guy here, and it's happening way too often. No drug tests, but background checks on all employees where you work. Yeah. How do you guys think these people are sneaking in? Like, are they just trying to are they filling out applications? Well, this guy had been working for the school for a long time, it seems like. So did he just start doing it after? Like, it didn't seem like he had any prior. I don't know. But they had another guy within the past 2 years. It's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So I'm going to pull up this. Jen's probably already seen this because this is close to her. But this is Nancy Grace. She does a great job at going over what's going on right now. And then I want to show you something else. Give me 1 second here. Make it larger for you.
Marshals manhunt, an urgent update from the Marshals. Coach Travis Turner, the famed high school football coach, vanishes into rugged terrains, the mountains, with a gun. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Union High School in Big Stone Gap, Virginia faces turmoil as head coach Travis Turner mysteriously vanishes days before their undefeated football team heads to the playoffs.
Why did he say that? That the coach vanishes just before the big football playoff? Correction. The coach vanished into the woods, we believe, carrying a gun, according to a witness, as LE law enforcement was on their way to his house to talk to him about claims he solicited a child for over his computer. You think he vanished into the woods with a gun and a sweatsuit because of the upcoming football game? I don't think so. Listen.
Law enforcement headed to the family home to interview Turner. On the way, investigators are informed Turner is no longer home. When officers arrived, they're told Turner was last seen going into a wooded area near his home, wearing a gray sweatshirt and gray sweatpants.
Joining me, an all-star panel, including a rep from the U.S. Marshals Office who traveled the world looking for fugitives, as well as an expert in nationwide manhunts. But first, to Samantha Allen joining us, multimedia journalist from WCYB. On Insta, you can find her at Sam Allen Sports. Samantha, what the hey? Why is every banner that I read, and you can go ahead and plead guilty right now, girl, about the football game, the undefeated season? Oh, he's such a great football.
Okay, so with my daughter, here, I'll just tell the story real quick. So I mean, she lived in the dorm for her 4 years that she was there. And I mean, they had the janitors that clean the, what is it, the rec room, like the mess hall and stuff like that, where they eat and all that. And she knew of him. She never interacted with him or anything like that. They are still investigating all of the video footage and stuff like that, of what he did with the hidden cameras at her school. So I've already called them, and I'm like, if my daughter is on any of those, there's going to be a problem. I just want to say something, you guys. These people that are like this, that does stuff to children, right? That do these things. They've had this issue their whole life. It's not like they just become this one day. They wake up and they're like, oh, you know what I mean? They've been like this their whole time. They might not have been doing it their entire life, but something triggers their obsession to want to like do this shit. And in my opinion, these people have something not connecting in their brains. And I say that the nicest way I can, right? Yes, it is sick. It is sick, Andrea. It's very sick. And they arrest these people, right? They arrest these people that do these things to these children, and they let them out of jail. They let them out of freaking jail. And I know that they have to do their monthly, they gotta like an officer, a probation officer or whatnot, or they gotta abide, they can't live so close to homes. It depends on the state, right? Certain states have their own laws here in the United States. I don't know how. I know in Canada, some of them, they don't even tell you who the person is. Like, one could be living next to you. You don't even know. And yeah, you have to act on the creepo vibes. Absolutely. It's like when you could feel someone staring at you, and yeah, I hear that. Hi, Scorpio moon. Good to see you. But the thing is, these people are not right in the head. They're not. There's something that's not connecting there. That's something usually that started is either they're born like that, or something happened to them when they were a child and they never got help for it. And still, like, I don't feel that these people can change, you guys. And I'm sorry. I don't feel like they can change, and they need to be left in jail, in my opinion. Oh my God. Hi, Odessa. I'm sorry to hear that. And some people don't even know. Wives or husbands don't even know. Hi, Les, keeping it real. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. People don't even know if you're married. Some people might have that. They might have the idea, you know what I mean? But you don't want to think that your loved one or your husband or your wife is doing something like this. But something will trigger it. And it sounds like with this guy, something triggered it. And he moved in closer to children. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. They need to lock these freaking people away for good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Odessa. Well, I'm sure they hide it as well as they can. Yeah, Andrea, I agree. There's something wrong in their brain. Absolutely.
Coach. Oh, he's such a great quarterback when he played football. Football. Hey, I like football just like everybody else. But you know what I hate more than I like football? I hate people that download on their computer.
Yep.
All right. I tried to look this guy up last night, and I put in football coach, and I got all kind of warnings like I was trying to download.
Yep.
I immediately just turned off the computer.
She's correct. So she's absolutely correct. Guys, hi Scott, good to see you. I'm glad to see some focus on American crime. Oh my gosh, yeah, right. I know this. It's nuts here in the States. I'm going to tell you something. Like Nancy just said, when I'm sitting there trying to Google something like these cases, right? Brianna Aguilera, what happened to her, right? You know what happened to her with she was with the friends, and you know what I mean, off the balcony, right? And then we spoke about, what did we speak about the other day? Oh, it was so frustrating. With Jack and Lily. It was Jack and Lily's. and it was talking about some sensitive stuff, like child, you know what I mean? And they hid that. They said on my video that it was too sensitive for other viewers and stuff like that. And when I search things in YouTube or on Google, it will say to me, do you need help? You need to blah blah blah, and then they'll act like I'm spamming my chat. It's crazy. It blows my mind. Yeah, it's just nuts. Mm-hmm.
So what happened, Samantha?
All right. Well, Virginia is a very tight-knit community already. So football is already on top of everyone's mind. This team has gone undefeated. Oh, wow. He already is a all-star player.
Put her up. Samantha, what did I just say?
Yeah.
I said, why is everybody talking about football when this guy, this trusted football coach, is allegedly downloading on his computer, probably at school? And what did you do? You know what? I don't trust you anymore. Dr. Bethany, what did she just do after I said, why are we talking about football? The football record, the football undefeated, the football, blah. And what did she just do?
She talked about football, and what she didn't talk about was the victims. And that is what should be front and center. I looked it up too last night, Nancy. It's all about football. The community. Children are always underrepresented in our judicial system and in terms of protection. And I keep thinking about, who was he soliciting? Was it somebody in the school? What about on his computer? Was he sharing photos with other? Is he a part of a ring?
So when it does like the pauses, they're basically pulling out the words that YouTube gets triggered over. So it's not anything wrong with the video. Just want to let you know, FYI, it's because they've taken out the sensitive words that YouTube doesn't like. Hi guys, both chats, can you please hit that like button? If you're in, I know there's some people over in the vertical. If you would like to come over to the horizontal, I could put the link in the chat for you.
Where all these images are shared back and forth. And because of that, that is really the part of the story that should be front and center, because victims could be right in that community. If that community is so tight-knit, they're going to be concerned, hopefully, about the children more than about football.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dr. Bethany Marshall, now I'm going to make a very brief cameo appearance as a defense attorney. And I'm going to defend Samantha Allen after I just accused her. Samantha, I think part of the shock of these charges and soliciting a child over the computer, I think part of the reason everybody is so shocked is because what you just said. Because if it's true, if the allegations are true, this guy's been right under our noses with who else? Thousands and thousands of children, and he has been famous. He is famous. He has been lauded. He's a hero in the school and the community. His son played football under him and is now on the coaching staff with him. And I think part of this is the fact that all this time, when people have been sending their children to coach, to learn football sports with him, he's been downloading. So I'm going to defend you just for a minute there, and I'm going to rewind. Samantha Allen joining us, multimedia journalist.
He probably had oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. He probably had their pictures and everything all on his laptop, and then probably hid it saying it was school stuff. What a piece of crap. Thank you, Josie. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Imagine the child, the first one that came forward to say something. They are so brave for doing that. And I know they're embarrassed. I know they feel embarrassed, but they're so brave for coming forward, because a lot of these children don't. They don't come forward. And it's sad.
WCYB, what's happening?
The community is very tight knit, so they're not wanting to kind of put someone that's so familiar with them on blast until they have all the facts. And that's kind of the same thing that we're dealing with as reporters in this region, is trying to get people to talk. No one wants to talk to us. They want to defend him. And that's being a big issue. A lot of us are questioning, why are you trying to defend him, and why is it being kept so hush? And a lot of the, I went to the football
You're right,
game.
Samantha. I mean, it's bedrock in our justice system that this coach, Travis Turner, is innocent. As we're talking tonight, he's innocent. He is presumed innocent under the law. But that's not the end of that sentence, is it, Mark Tate, high-profile trial lawyer with the Tate Group out of Savannah, who shot to fame across the nation during the Alex Murdaugh double murder trial. He defended him to the very end on every news outlet there was. Mark Tate, that's not the end of the presumption of innocence jury charge, is it? That charge says the defendant is presumed innocent unless and until the state pierces that presumption of innocence with evidence to prove guilt. That's the rest of that sentence that defense attorneys like to conveniently forget.
Well, I mean, you're right. The state has the burden to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. I think the issue here, when we talk about that community, and I do have some familiarity with that area, is that no community that I've ever experienced wants to really understand that there is this kind of a shocking thing going on right there. I've seen it in the Catholic abuse cases, Boy Scouts, loved pediatricians, rabbis, organizations where you.
Let's stop it there and look at the map real quick. So here's the Appalachian Trail, right? And these are like the Smoky Mountains, guys, in here, right? I have family that lives in North Carolina. So, and I always hate driving through Virginia. It takes so long after I leave North Carolina. I don't know why. Virginia and Pennsylvania take forever. But so he was seen over in this area, right, where West Virginia and Kentucky meet, right? Like over in this area. So here's Kentucky, here's West Virginia. And this is North Carolina right in here, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, right? And then you have Virginia up here. But yeah, these mountains, they're very luscious, right? They're a lot of trees and stuff like that. Like, they're beautiful. They're beautiful there. And it makes me wonder if he actually had a sorry, Daphne, I forgot, where did it walk off? From Tennessee. Ooh. I love Tennessee. It's gorgeous. So this is close to you too, Josie, huh? So basically, the Appalachian Mountains, they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous, you guys. And I wonder if this man, because it said he didn't take anything with him, and it makes you wonder, like, yes, maybe he went in there to unalive himself, allegedly, but yet, like, maybe he already had something. Was he a survivalist like Travis Decker? Did he already have stuff, you know what I mean, set back for him, already planted elsewhere? It makes you wonder, does he have someone with him? His wife doesn't know anything. Andrea, Virginia. Isn't that close to Alexandria, Virginia, where they did the Walking Dead? They did the Walking Dead show. Yeah, I'm always forgetful, you guys. So I got ADHD so bad I always get off on track. But yeah, so this is right in the middle, guys, of the mountains.
Would never expect there to be something like this because you trust the person so much. And so it shocks the community. And I believe that when they have that type of shock, there is a great burden to overcome to convince them that, yeah, this person that you trusted was not worthy of your trust. And so I hope they're able to find him. I think wandering off into the woods, with a firearm sort of bodes poorly for him, obviously, because he's wandering around the Appalachian Mountains and it gets to be about 29 degrees at night. And he's probably got some survival skills. Who knows? But I think it's going to be hard to find him. And I think that once they get him, that community is going to have to be convinced that he did the things for which he was sought when they first went to pick him up on November 24, or announced that's why they were looking for him on November 24.
Hold on just a moment, Mark Tate.
The
You
presumption
do
of the
know
innocence
that a
is there,
search
of innocence,
is
but it's got to
happening
go
right
on.
now for this guy. You don't think they brought out tracker
Yeah.
dogs, scent dogs, massive search for him? There's an incredible search going on. I wonder, did he even go into that rugged terrain? I know he
And it
goes
matters
out
who
in
the
the
witnesses
elements
are for
without
that. We
coats
don't
because
know
I
who
got
told him
video of
that.
him wearing shorts in the snow. And that is a very important question. To Samantha Allen joining us, WCYB, on the case from the very beginning. You know, you got to take all your witnesses with a box of salt, not a pinch, a box. Who said they saw this coach, Travis Turner, going into a heavily wooded area in sweatshirt, sweatpants, and a gun? Who said that to start with? How do I know that's where he really went?
We actually really don't even know if that is 100% true. It was only released to us from the Virginia State. The firearm, that was only told to us from the family's attorney, Adrian Collins. So we don't 100% know.
Wait. Samantha, Sam, what did you say about the family lawyer? It came from the family lawyer?
The family lawyer is the only person that has officially announced that he walked into the woods with a firearm. The Virginia State Police did not.
Oh, wait.
release that.
Whoa. Samantha, you just gave me some very vital information. Brian Fitzgibbons, did you hear that? So the only witness that sees him going into the woods with a sweatshirt, sweatpants, gun is somebody from within the family, because that's the family lawyer. I'm extrapolating here. Brian Fitzgibbons, Director Operations, USPA Nationwide Security, leading teams of investigators across the world trying to find missing people. Brian, consider the source. So the police are on the way. They've already one person has been either laid off or fired at the school in connection with this. And I'm dying to find out who that is and what their connection is. And now they're on the way to talk to him about it, obviously and he walks into the woods, yet an intense search goes on and nobody can find him in the woods. Did he really even go into the woods?
That's certainly a big question, right? Because when the source is coming from the family attorney and that this has not been confirmed by law enforcement, it's difficult to confirm that he did do that. And you're going to see the resources tied up to search this dense terrain with steep ravines, tons of trees, caves, rivers, you name it. This is very difficult, a difficult search to conduct.
You know, Brian Fitzgibbons, I'm very curious about the efforts being made to find him. I don't doubt that they are being made, but when you bring out canines, scent dogs, cadaver dogs, drones, helicopters, shoulder to shoulder, and you can't find him, that's concerning. It suggests he didn't go that way. But back to what happened. Listen.
Turner's disappearance days before his team's playoff game is now even more shocking. The coaches wanted a computer to solicit a minor. Additional charges pending.
Back to Samantha Allen joining us, WCYB. Explain to me what the charges are exactly.
Of soliciting a minor using a computer. There's charges pending according to the Virginia State Police, but we do not know what that entails. And last we heard is that they're having that $5,000 award from the U.S. Marshal if someone finds him.
Irv Brandt joining us now, a former senior inspector with the U.S. Marshal Service International Investigations Branch. He has traveled all around the world looking for Fugitives, and he is now the author of a hit series on Amazon, Jack Solo Mysteries. The last one, Going Solo, the Gospel of Luke. Ooh, I can't wait to read that one. Irv Brandt, search for him in the area. Also, let me just kick it off with you about this reward. There is an urgent update from the U.S. Marshals Service. They are now offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the former undefeated.
That's not much of a reward, though. You know what I mean? They had a reward for Travis Decker, too, but they thought he was still alive when they found his bone. You know what I mean? Before they said they found his bones. But I'm looking at something on Facebook right now. It's pretty interesting. I'll show you guys in a minute. But the thing is, like, if he does have somebody helping him, which he could, but not a lot of people really. Who's gonna, you know what I mean? They have to be sick themselves to help this guy, right? Notice they said the family lawyer said he walked into the woods. I'm wondering if he really did created a diversion, maybe. Yeah. Well, I thought they said the family lawyer of the other side, or his attorney. So it had to be his attorney. See, I took it the wrong way when I was listening to it earlier. Wow. Yeah, creating a diversion. Absolutely.
Football high school coach Travis Turner. Now they've piled on. They're offering a $5,000 reward. Do you believe rewards work, Irv Brandt?
Nancy, yes, rewards do work. That's why the United States Marshal Service does it. People are more apt to give information if they think they're going to be rewarded for the information. I've worked cases for decades, and rewards were an integral part of those cases. And when the Marshal Service gets involved in a case like this, they don't get involved until the criminal charges are announced, that warrants have been issued. They don't help look for a suspect. They look for fugitives, and this man's a fugitive now, and that's why the Marshal Service is involved in offering a reward.
Guys, you were looking at Coach Travis Turner, undefeated. Okay, I will give in. Samantha Allen, tell me about his football record and why he is so notorious and famed in the area for all of those wins. And go ahead and tell me about his own football career.
I mean, his father was a football star there at Appalachia High School. Then we have him, who's also a football star at Appalachia High School. And then he starts coaching Union. His son's a football star at Union High School. And now he's coaching an undefeated team, and they're making it out to region championships, and they have gone with no losses. So now it's a big deal within the community of this guy that's so well known with his football career, with his dad being a football star and his son. And now he's leading this team into a championship, but then he just runs away. That's what makes this such a big deal within the community, is that someone that's so well known and so like familiar with everyone, and everyone grew up.
Notice how she said his dad was a coach before him. Did you guys hear that?
Everyone I've talked to ever, when I go out there and I do my interviews, they know him. They know his father. They went to school with him. They went to school with his dad. Everyone knows everyone there. And no one knew that this was happening. So like you said, this was crazy that this was just right underneath everyone's noses and no one wants to believe it.
Travis Turner is a former high school football star quarterback, capturing 3 state titles as a player in the mid-90s. Now, the head football coach at Union High, Wise County, Virginia, since 2011. And this year, the team is undefeated heading into state playoffs. Travis and Leslie Turner married 2001 and have 3 children, sons Bailey, 23, and Graydon, 20, and daughter Brinley, 11. Bailey played quarterback and is currently a physical education teacher at the school and serves on the football coaching staff. Graydon is in the Army, and Brinley is in the 6th grade.
Take a listen to Robin Lawson from VSP, Virginia State Police.
Virginia State Police has obtained 10 warrants for missing high school football coach Travis L. Turner, 46 of Appalachia. Turner is wanted on 5 counts and 5 counts of using a computer to solicit a minor. The investigation is ongoing and additional charges are pending.
Let me drink this in. Joining me, Crime Stories investigative reporter Dave Mack. Dave, okay, hold on. Coach Turner, Travis Turner, former high school football star quarterback, capturing 3 state titles. Now the head football coach, Union High, that's Wise County, Virginia. He's been there since 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, his team is undefeated and heading to state playoffs. His son is a football star. His father is a football star. And now his son is a PE teacher and is a football coach with him. Do I have that all right, Dave Mack? What more can you tell me?
Well, Nancy, you have everything exactly right. The frustrating part of all of this, Nancy, is what you started with at the beginning of the show, talking about football. Because, you know, in reality, this is another teacher that is attempting to children that are in their charge. We don't know the ages and he's accused of possessing pictures of or attempting to contact, other than knowing they're minors. But Nancy, we do shows all the time about teachers involved with students. Do we not have a class at the beginning of a year telling all the teachers and coaches, don't touch the kids?
What the heck?
So this is a dynasty, and it goes way far back, and it's going on at the high school with him. You know, Dr. Bethany Marshall joining us. Let me introduce her properly. Renowned psychoanalyst out of the LA jurisdiction. You can see her now on Peacock, Deal Breakers, which is on. This is going to be a hard nut to crack. You know why? Because when you pull jurors in for an ultimate jury trial, this guy, either they're going to know him personally or they're going to know his wife, who's very active in the football community and in the community at large, his sons. He's also got a daughter who's in high school right now, middle school, his father. They have an excellent reputation in the community, and it's going to be very difficult for them to believe this guy did anything was planted on his computer. See somebody actually believing that.
I agree with you, Nancy. The whole community is probably still in denial at this point. And we saw this with Jerry Sandusky, Larry Nassar, with the Catholic priests, is that older white males typically are protected when charges are brought against them. It is just so typical. But Nancy, think about the broader story here. Who was this guy soliciting? Was it some underage minor at the school there? Did that minor go to their parents? Did the parents then pull on that thread, go to the administration? Were there complaints brought to the administration about Coach Travis, but those complaints went ignored? We're going to learn so much about this. Are there a group of child predators in that community or in that state who are sharing images back and forth? We saw, you know, with Jerry Sandusky, Nancy, once the charges were brought against him, remember all the kids he coached started coming out of the woodwork and saying, oh yeah, you know, he asked me to take a shower with him and I thought it was kind of strange, but then I just decided, you know, just to ignore it because he was my coach and I wanted to play on the team. Who is going to come forward in this case? My hope is that every parent of a child in that school is going to sit down with their kid and ask about their interactions with this coach so they can determine if their child has been a victim and give them the appropriate support they need.
To Mark Tate, joining us, high-profile defense lawyer with the Tate Law Group. Mark Tate, this is a defense attorney's dream come true, to be defending a veteran football coach who has touched the lives of thousands of students, of thousands of families in a good way. His father, the same. His son, the same. His wife, the same. I mean, they're going to walk into this courtroom with basically a halo over their heads.
We faced this kind of problem when we were pursuing the Catholic Church and the Boy Scouts, and absolutely juries and judges and the community, especially in large Catholic communities or a large community that has a lot of people involved in scouting. You have a definite bias in favor of what we think is the perpetrator and against accusers. People simply don't want to believe that this kind of thing could happen in their own community to people they trust. And so a defense lawyer can certainly use that to his or her advantage in presenting their defense to this case. And so I think the prosecutors will be armed with fantastic research. I think that there's experience in doing it, and I think that bias is something to be aware of. But I think they can overcome it given this situation, because it's equally hard as they support him. They can turn hard against him when they start to see facts that are unrefutable.
Holidays are
coach Travis Turner is involved.
Yeah, someone helped him.
So to Samantha Allen joining us, WCYB, the other individual at the high school was only suspended with pay.
Yes, it's unconfirmed if that was exactly Turner. Of course, you can make a speculation and decide for yourself that the employee that was put on paid leave is Travis Turner, but it still has been yet to be confirmed for the VSP. So the Virginia State Police have yet to confirm if that is exactly the employee that was put on leave.
Dave Mack, Crime Stories. I understood that one employee was put on leave and they were going to interrogate Coach Turner when he disappeared. But she's right. That could be one in the same, right? I mean, you don't get fired for claims you have on your computer. You just get suspended with pay.
Well, you've got an investigation going. That's the whole point. I believe that what we're talking about is the same person. The investigators were headed to his house to talk to him. They didn't have an arrest warrant or anything for him at the time. They were merely going to investigate the allegations that they'd heard about. And while they were on the way, that's when he told us, we don't know. See, we don't know, Nancy. Did somebody call him and
Dave
say,
Mack,
Coach, run?
You and the Disney princesses can keep singing that. I'm not sure that's altogether fact. Mark Tate, please, in their patrol car to his house to talk to him about claims. HELLNO. They were going to arrest him. Why are we pretending?
Oh, they're going to arrest him. I think that's exactly right. And who knows if he got the tip off. And I think the important thing to recall, and I'm certainly not criticizing for this, but there's a family lawyer who.
What? Jen says, we've heard another employee since this interview has been put on leave. So that's 2 employees put on leave and he's missing in action. No receipts for that. I'm on Facebook right now looking at some stuff. I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. Yeah, he ran. How do you say I'm guilty without saying I'm guilty? Yeah, exactly. Holy crap, man. That's crazy. Guys, if you're in the vertical chat, hi, Deafening Silence. Good to see you. I see you're in the vertical chat. If you want to come over to the horizontal, come on over, hon. It is sick circle of sickness. You know, he's not the only one. And why are they paying these freaking people? Why are they paying these freaking people? If there's any thought that these people have done something or any proof like on their computers and stuff, fire their asses and throw them in jail. Like, what the hell? Protect your children. See, guys, this is how this shit starts. It's just ridiculous.
Represents them, who's already in play. And I know that lawyer wouldn't condone in any way someone becoming a fugitive, but we know that when the police get there, this family lawyer, should he be involved at that point, is going to tell the coach not to be talking. And so, if he's afraid to do that, thinking he's going to get arrested either way, which he is, he's going to head to the woods.
Mark Tate, earlier you said maybe he was tipped off. Oh, okay. So while LE, law enforcement, Virginia State Police, are on their way, 90 mph, to his place to talk to him, he suddenly goes on a solo walk into the woods with a gun. Yes, he was tipped off. Yeah. They're coming to get you. Now, who could have done that? Oh, somebody within the police force.
Anybody.
Could it have been someone he coached that played on his team? That bears an investigation right there. How did he know?
It can be obviously anybody who has sufficient knowledge about it. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, but they had to be within the police department because they had to know.
Sure.
Cops were on the way to talk to him, as Samantha Allen said. Samantha, also, we have searched and searched for the actual charges, the verbatim charges. I was looking, hoping to find the age of the alleged victims in this case. Couldn't find them. And I believe that is because there has not been a grand jury proceeding charging him. There is not a formal indictment. Is that correct? Yes, no?
Yes, correct.
There's not a formal indictment. So when we say there are 5 charges and 5 charges regarding soliciting on a computer for, those are police charges. For instance, Samantha Allen, you and I get in a bar fight. I crack you on the head with a bottle. First of all, police arrest me on charges of aggravated assault with a broken bottle. That's the first thing. Then it goes to a grand jury where they hear evidence and they issue a formal indictment. So the charges we're talking about tonight are police charges. Is that correct?
Yes. It's an investigation that's still ongoing.
Now, I want to talk to you about a subtle but critical discrepancy. We are now being told through the family lawyer that undefeated football coach Travis Turner goes into the woods in a sweatsuit and a gun. But isn't it true? On the police report, there was no mention of a gun.
Yes. So the police report just says gray sweatshirt, gray sweatpants, and glasses. And then we hear rumors throughout the whole entire week that he was carrying a firearm. He went into the woods. Then we get a statement from the attorney that was released saying nothing about what he was wearing. Just, yes, he walked into the woods with a firearm. The firearm is undisclosed. We don't know what he walked in with or who saw him. That is not told to us. We have no clue who saw him walk into the woods or where they got that information. And we've asked the attorney for clarification, and he's yet to give it to us.
Brian Fitzgibbons, don't you think that is a critical fact that was not in the police report? Why was it not in the police report? I don't believe it's because police forgot. I don't believe they were told about the gun at the get-go.
Yeah, that certainly would be the case because, all too often, especially when you're searching for a fugitive, police are going to release information that somebody is expected to be armed, so the public is aware of that. So I would think that if it were included to police on the outset, that would have been initially reported by police.
I mean, Irv Brandt, you're the former senior inspector with the U.S. Marshals Service, International Investigations, for Pete's sake. Isn't that an important fact that you would want the public to know at the very beginning? Don't approach this guy. He's armed.
Yes, Nancy, that's exactly right. Determining the suspect's potential for violence and public safety is foremost in law enforcement efforts in conducting a fugitive investigation. And we always warn the public not to approach a fugitive. I mean, even if there is no indication of a firearm, it's safer to assume that someone has access to a firearm. And we don't want the general public to endanger their lives while trying to assist law enforcement.
So that's some crazy stuff, right? This guy is still at large right now. So large. I'm going to get my Google Earth and look into the area. What Jen said, that maybe someone picked him up by the railroad tracks. For him just to go in the woods, especially with shorts on, nothing else, like he brought nothing else. Either he did go in the woods and he's no longer alive out there, or somebody picked him up and he has essentials somewhere else, right? Him not bringing his medications with him, like it didn't say what kind of medications that he had to take. So I don't know if it's like heart medications or something that he needs to take every day. He's going to have to get those right later on to be able to survive. So, but it didn't tell us what kind of medications. I want to bring you guys over to Facebook really quick. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live on Summer Wells. There's some information that I want to go over. There's a cousin that actually spoke out. So I want to go over that interview with you guys. It's pretty interesting. And just some other stuff about that case. He's running. He may be on a limb now, but seems very obviously convenient. Yeah, I know exactly. He was tipped off that the police were coming. I think you're right. It seems like he was tipped off, right? He knows everybody there, guys, in that town. He grew up there. His dad even coached there. Like, he knows everybody. And I know it's sick to say this, but people will make excuses for him, because some people are just sick and they think it's okay for him to do this shit. I'm starting to get a headache from the wind, I guess. I don't know, the storm coming in. All right, so these are the Facebook stuff, right? So here he is. He's the coach. This is the family, right? I'm guessing this is his wife. It says, wife of missing Virginia football coach Travis Turner deletes her social media as alarming claims surface. So the wife of missing Virginia high school football coach Travis Turner has abruptly deleted her social media accounts as troubling new claims emerge in the rapidly escalating investigation. The sudden online silence comes as authorities continue to search for Travis Turner. The reviewing allegations tied to his disappearance, prompting intense scrutiny over the closest to him, talking about his wife and stuff. Investigators say they're examining digital footprints, recent communications, and timeline gaps as questions mount over what was known and when before Turner vanished. The move has only deepened the public unease in a case already marked by secrecy, fear, and unanswered questions. I don't know if these are his children or not. That looks like him earlier on. That's obviously his wife, you can tell. That looks like her too, like recently. So he's got kids himself. He's got kids himself, you guys. Hi, Shan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. So this guy has got kids himself. Wow. It's just nuts. There he is. I'm looking for, there really hasn't been much update regarding, it's like those fake AI videos keep coming out. Yeah, so he was the coach of Union High School football. We know his dad was a coach too. So yeah, he knows like everybody in this town. So this person says, well, if someone tipped him off, it seems he has someone helping him. Then he he went on the missing persons list, but not harmful to the public. What? Then all of these warrants for him come out, and all of a sudden he's a fugitive, considered dangerous. Just exactly what is the story behind this man and someone protecting him to help protect themselves? Seems there's a lot more to the story than we're getting told. This was earlier on. So this was the search right here for him. They had the dogs and everything looking for him. And then law enforcement vehicles. Come on. My internet is so slow because the wind. But look at the area out here. It's all woods and rural area, right? It's not like it's in a city. More pictures. This is his wanted, right? In Wise, Virginia. Oh my gosh. Do you guys hear the wind? Do you guys hear the wind? What did this coach do? Not aware. They found child P. I'm just going to say P on his computers and stuff like that. And right here. Well, he's got 10 warrants for his arrest. 10. Yeah. 10 warrants. Do you guys hear the wind? I can't believe you guys can't hear it on the mic. It is blowing so loud. Yes, he did go into, well, that's what was said, Shan, that he went into the woods with that. But guess who told that story? The family attorney. So they might be creating a distraction, right? He might have went somewhere else, but he left all of his medications, all of his essentials and everything behind. But that doesn't mean he couldn't have stashed something elsewhere. Yeah. And at a school, his dad was a coach before that. So, hi, Picto Bub. What's a pew pew? A sidearm. Family lawyer says he did, Shan, but no one other than that. Exactly. You're having a blizzard there? Yeah, we have something blowing in. Literally blowing in right now, guys. It's bad. It's giving me a migraine. Hi, Cal. Really glad to be finally home. Everything is a sheet of ice. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, girl. Yes, the wind will be getting worse. 60 mile per hour where you are. It's coming. Yeah, we're getting it right now, Cal. We're getting the wind right now. It's crazy. It's a wonder, I'm not even going to say it because, yeah, Jen lives really close by. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, you guys. Did you guys see the video that I did today on Lily and Jack? Oh my God, I'm afraid my house is going to blow away. Good thing I don't have Janie's freaking house. Don't say what. I'm in Southern Ontario, wind all over. Yeah, you're close to me, Al. Well, you're 4 hours from me. So, yep, it's all over this area. Yeah. Yeah, they're all like the one says they're asleep, but the other said they're asleep, but the other one's awake. And then the guy that's speaking in the beginning, he is a oh my gosh, I can't even think. My head hurts. He's an analysis, so he reads facial expressions and stuff. My power going out? I pray to God it's not. Yeah, my house is blowing around. Yeah, he's great. He says, and it makes sense when you tell a story what happened, right? Oh my gosh, the wind was so bad today, you guys. I was on the computer doing this, and then I went and made dinner, and then unfortunately the lights went off, and you know what I mean? I'm just thinking of something. Behavioral analysis. Thank you. My head starts hurting. I can't think. And he's like, but it's like in order, like they don't start from what actually like the main subject. They just start going down the line. But that's why you ask them to say it backwards, like what happened, right? I bet they couldn't. Janie was ranking at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So guys, I will be getting off here in just a second. My head is really pounding all of a sudden from the storm. I get bad headaches when storms roll in for some weird reason. Like the pressure, it changes and it makes my head feel like it's squeezing like right here. Yeah, I just say sidearm. I don't think I would get in trouble for saying sidearm. I don't know. I will be doing a live tomorrow in Summer Wells. I want to do 2 lives a day, but it's just so much. And like so much stuff I have to get together, like all my stuff lined up. And then I do need a vacation. Yes, I do, Al. Oh, they're the worst, Jen, aren't they? They don't start at the event. They start at the beginning of the day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I ran up into the woods. The kids, they have cabins up in the woods. It took only like 30 seconds. I've got their things burnt in my brain. What a crazy drive to town. I am not going anywhere anytime soon. Yes, lady, you take it easy and rest, get warm, and just cozy up on the couch somewhere. You know, I have like this awesome freaking bathtub, and I'm so mad because I think I've probably ranted about it before. I bought this, they were having like a special when I was buying like the faucet and everything for my bathtub. And it's like a green faucet. And it worked fine at first. I mean, it still wasn't as strong. Like the water pressure wasn't as much as I wanted. But my water has a lot of like calcium and stuff in it. So it's corroded my faucet and for my bathtub. And I can't even take a stinking bath anymore because of the water turns cold by the time it gets even close to halfway done. It sucks, you guys. Yes, the low pressure is crazy, you guys. I just hope that you never wonder why the wind blows like crazy in the winter, but it doesn't do it in the summer. It sucks. It's like hotter than heck in the summer. And then the winter, it's freezing. And then the wind makes it like, we're supposed to be like -5 with the wind chill tonight or tomorrow. That's nuts. So our winds, yeah, 50-mile-per-hour winds, you guys. Yep. It sucks. That's like almost tropical storm force winds. That's definitely tropical depression winds, I think. Mm-hmm. Ew, -23 degrees. Oh my God. That's just disgusting. What is that? You know, when you get under like 32, it's just ridiculous. It's just cold as hell, right? Yeah, the low pressures cause it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what causes it. Your migraines. Yeah. It's the drop in pressure, the rise in pressure. Just it squeezes. It feels like it's squeezing my head right now. It's horrible. Oh, thank you, Leslie. We will definitely try. Everybody just needs to stay inside and hunker down. I'm glad I got the house fixed up though with like before winter. I don't really get migraines too much other than like sinus migraines and pressure migraines. But when I get them, they're bad. Right now, I just gotta go put like an ice pack on my head. Mm-hmm. Well, I am going to take off. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm going to continue to follow this case. Thank you, Jen, for bringing it to my attention. It's very interesting, and I hope they catch this son of a gun. Yeah. I say look at the dad, too. I say take a look at the dad because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. My windows are shaking. -35, Kelly. What on earth is that? Do you live in the North Pole, girl? Like, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. You stay warm. I know Kelly's always getting wood to put in her house. Sucks. So cold. Yes, Jen, thank you. Butterfly kisses. Everybody, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, and well, the sons are younger. They're younger kids, but I would talk to them too. I mean, that's just, imagine finding out your father did something like that. Just, it's just so sad. These freaking people. Montana. Yeah, that's why it's so cold. Yes. You're way up in the mountains. It's beautiful there though, Montana. Thank you, Al. Thank you for coming in. Yeah. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you, Angel Wings. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all of you for coming in. There you go. There you go, Al. Yep. Same with mine. Mine's trying to break down the door because if I'm not with her 24/7, she's anxious. All right. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. I will see you tomorrow doing a Summer Wells live. I'm going to go ahead and pre-post it here in a minute. So everybody's aware if you guys want to join me. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Leslie. Bracing for the incoming. I loaded my basement with wood today. Yeah, Shan, because what I get usually comes up to you. Just think when it's snowing, you'd be like, oh, that's where it's Daphne snow. I'm in Florida. It's going to be cold tomorrow. Butterfly kisses. Oh, I love you. My cousin's in Florida. She's cold when it's 70. I was like, I'm sweating when it's 70. I have my AC on like 60, you know. Oh, yeah, but it does get chilly down there. When it does drop into 30s, though, it is freaking cold because it's so wet. It's so humid. Yeah, 37. I'll tell you what, like 37 here right now sounds good because when it gets like down into the zeros and the teens, it's just so bone chilling that, and then the wind's blowing, just, it's horrible. I know that's making you freeze when I say that, but yeah, it is cold for Florida. Absolutely. Cause it's so wet there. Yes. Summer Wells. I will be going over her tomorrow. We will be bringing awareness. Yes. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Shan, thanks a lot. And I will talk to you all shortly. Have a wonderful night and be safe and stay warm, everyone. Thanks for coming in and joining. Good night.